Thank you for purchasing your beginner's toolkit. Now there's a few extra items that you need to pick up in order to get started with the three-step training process. One is you need to pick up some colored electrical tape, which we're going to use to put on the grips of the clubs. Another thing you need to pick up is you need to pick up a 9-iron and a putter. And you can have these measured at most stores if you've got kids, or if you're an adult you want to get the clubs so that their length is just below your waist. And the third thing you need to pick up is some colored rope that you can pick up at a Home Depot, because we're going to use that to make our green for all of our practicing and playing. We're going to start out with step one, air golf. This is the setup that we use for all three steps. We have our green designated by the rope, we have our hole with the ball hog, and then for practicing we set up our 4 shots. You can use a tape like this, or you can use a little peg, but that's for putting. This is for chipping, for pitching, and full swing. This is a drive in golf. You always start between 2 markers. And in air golf, what we're going to do is you just start out and you take a hold of your AirGolf Flyer and just throw it any way you want. You can do it overhand, you can do it underhand, whatever you want to do, but just throw it towards the hole, and wherever it ends up, then you just simply pick it up, try to get it in the ball hog. If you miss it, pick it up again and get it in there. Now for little kids, if they just hit the plastic, or if any part of the streamers gets into the ball hog, then that counts as their score. Very simple. Now after they've played the game and they see that you're going from point A to point B, playing a hole, we're going to go into golf. The motion of golf is 2 hands in front of the body. So we're going to start out with a simple little putt. We want to put our feet on the peg or on this tape like this, choke down. We just make a simple little swing with the ball under the hands, back and forth, drop it in, or touch the ball hog. That's a putt. Then we go back to a chip shot. Feet on the ribbon, hands back and forth. Feel the distance. This is giving them distance awareness, feeling the motion that they need for golf. Then we go back for a pitch shot. Now we're going for a little bit longer shot. Feet on the ribbon or the stake, hands swinging. Keep the ball right below the hands, don't flip it. Feel the distance, let them see it, feel it, and then they swing it on up. Once they get on the green, then they can putt it in. So you're really teaching them the feeling for the shots and what this game is all about, and how these fundamentals fit into the whole game to help them be better equipped to play the game and to score. Now when we go to the full shot, with the full shot, we have them do a helicopter drill. We have them stand out with their arms out to their sides, swing around, twisting the shoulders and the hips, and then down a little lower. And this is the motor of the golf swing. It starts with the AirGolf Flyer, and then you'll do this with your regular golf clubs as well. So for this, you want to do this is hold your elbows in, get about halfway down on the ribbon, twist the shoulders, and let the ball just swing around, touching you just on your shoulder blade on both sides. Then tilt down lower and lower. Then we're ultimately going to release the ball towards the hole. So we start like this. This is the little mantra. Up high, down low, and let it go. Okay, we're ready for step 2, and hopefully by now they've gotten a good feeling for the golf swing using the AirGolf Flyer for distance and what it takes to get the ball from point A to point B. So now we're going to add this club into the mix. So before we really do any teaching, just let them pick up the club and just hit the ball towards the hole, just however they want to. Hopefully they've got a little better feeling with it. However they do it, wherever the ball goes, we're teaching them this is what golf's about. Wherever the ball goes, they address it and then they try to get it on the green or in the hole. Have them just get it on to the green. You'll have your putter right at the edge of the green, and then when they get up, let them just try to get it into the hole some way or another, so they have a feeling for the game. After they've played, now we're going to bring them back in to work on practicing the various shots of golf. So what you need to do is you need to fix up your 9-iron right now with the colored tape. And we're going to show you how to do that right now. So I'm going to have you get some electrical tape, some colored tape, and then you put it on the top of the grip like this, splitting the grip so that you put one color on one side, one on the other, and it should line up right with the leading edge of the club, just like this. That way when they take their grip, their hands are going to be placed correctly. We're going to put the left thumb on the right color, hands together, and right thumb on the left color. So that makes sure that they've got that perfect grip every time. Now when we add the hanger to the grip, we simply put it on top of the grip and have it split the colors, leaving a little distance up above, just like this. Then you simply take a piece of tape, electrical tape, and tape the hanger onto the grip. So after they've played the game, now you want to bring them into your teaching stations, and we're going to start with putting. We're going to use the power hanger. And with this, what you do is you have the arms go into the hanger, just above the elbows, clap your hands, and then we simply sit down and bow down, and then we just swing the upper arms as a pendulum, keeping the body nice and still, back and forth, like a grandfather clock, like rocking a baby, back and forth, back and forth. Once they get that feeling, then they're going to work with the big ball and the big hole. And that's what's really the great positive thing about working with this system. Now you want to turn the ball hog so they can go up one of the ramps into the hole. Have them practice to get that feeling, because that's what training aids is all about, is building remembered feelings that can be reproduced when they play. That's the whole purpose of this practice, doing it correctly. Then have them just simply rock back and forth and roll it into the cup. That's for putting. Now when we go back to chipping, we're going to have the hanger already attached to the grip, and in this the ball is placed just off of the right toe, and when you do have them place the hanger on the grip, the left hand thumb goes on the right side of the grip and the right hand thumb goes on the left side of the grip, and that puts the hanger bar right on the arm, just above the wrist. That stays there throughout the chip stroke. Now you want to keep this line nice and straight, put it behind the ball, take a step forward, so you'll form a straight line from the left shoulder to the ball. Now with this stroke, it's just a little tick-tock motion, keeping this all together, feeling the motion just like you did with the AirGolf Flyer, just back and through and rolling it up towards the hole. And now for the pitch. So with the pitch shot, we play the ball in the middle of our stance. Of course, always get the correct grip. Left thumb on the right, right thumb on the left. We're going to swing our arms back and forth in a pendulum again, but as the club comes back to the waist, we're going to let the hook come into the arm, and then as we come through, we just hold it through like this, just here and there. It's just a nice free-flowing arm swing, and the ball just gets in the way as our circle comes back and through, and this should produce a little pitch shot. So very easily to do. You just swing back halfway back, come down, and then we just simply hold it and chip it up on the green. So that's the pitch shot. Now we're going to go back to the full swing shot. And you remember when we used AirGolf, we always did the little mantra, up high, down low, let it go. And that should be no different here. Always be sure to get the correct grip. And with the full swing, you always want to keep this hanger on the forearm at all times. So we're going to address the ball in the middle of the stance, bring the club up high, and make a circular swing up high. And then we're going to go down low, and then ultimately play the shot, let her go. So here's what it looks like. Up high, down low, and then just simply put the club behind the ball and then just let her go and stroke it right up towards the hole. That was just a little bit long. But you can get the feeling of these shots. They're gained through AirGolf, transferring those feelings over to practicing these shots, gaining the same distance awareness. And then after you practice, then you want to take the hanger off the grip and you have your colors on the grip to put your thumbs on, and then you want to go back and you want to play the hole and then come back and practice. That's how we develop the three-step system. It's always playing, practicing, gaining the feelings, those fundamentals that can be taken out and then applied. And the more they do that, the more you do that, you're going to see how these fundamentals fit into the total game. Ultimately, we want these feelings to be transferred to a real golf club and out playing real golf. By now, you should be having the feelings of all the basic shots needed to play the game. But you know, in step 3, we're teeing the ball up everywhere. We're going to use the little softballs to play with first. This should be done on a golf course if you can, but if you've got nice grass like this or a park, you can do it there just to get a feeling for a little ball going into a big hole. Ultimately, we want you out on the golf course with a regular golf ball, teeing it up everywhere and playing into the big hole. But ultimately, you want to just start as we've done with every other one, tee up the little ball and have them just play the hole, just hitting the ball up towards the green and then playing it on into the hole. And we're going to go through the same steps that we did with the big ball in the little hole, starting out with a hanger, going to the chip shot, going to the pitch shot, and the full swing, up high, down low, let it go, using the hanger to feel the shots, but teeing the ball up everywhere when you're outside of the green. And then ultimately, when you do go into real golf, you can continue to use your hanger to gain those feelings. You've built those feelings with the hanger. Now when you use it with real golf, you're continuing to feel those so that they don't decay and fall away. Now I've shown you how to use the little softball to the big hole. Now when we use a real golf ball, we tee it up everywhere, and we're going to play to the ball hog, which is up on the green right underneath the golf hole. So again, I'm going to take my practice swing up high, down low, and then let it go right up to the green. So now I'm on the green, I've got my ball hog over the hole. I'm going to take the pin out, and what you want to do is you want to adjust the ball hog so you can putt between the rails. And now I'm going through all those skills that I've practiced, putting the little ball in the big hole. This is going to be so much fun for you to start out with. And then we simply take those motions, stroke them back, and right in the hole. I hope you enjoyed this instructional video, and it should equip you to now go out and play that wonderful game of golf. Take your time and go through these steps. We've got all the equipment going from the big balls to the small balls to the big hole, and then ultimately with a real golf ball on the ground to a regulation golf hole. Have fun learning this wonderful game of golf. We'll be with you all the way.